Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, welcome to our ISKCON official YouTube channel. Today I am going to discuss Srimad Bhagavatam 10th Canto, 8th chapter, text 50 onwards. Astu iti yukta sa bhagavan braje drono mahadasa yagye nanda iti kyato yasudasa dhara abhat. That means when Brahma said, yes, let it be so, the most fortunate Drona, who was acquired in Bhagavan, appeared in Brajapura, Vrindavan, as the most famous Nanda Maharaj, and his wife Dhara appeared as Mother Jasoda. So in the purport, Srila Prabhupada Maharaj says, because whenever Krishna appears on this earth, he superficially needs a father and mother, Drona and Dhara. His eternal father and mother appeared on earth before Krishna as Nanda Maharaj and Jasoda. In contrast to Sutapa and Prishni, they didn't undergo severe penances and austerities to become the father and mother of Krishna. This is the difference between Nitya Siddha and Sadhana Siddha. So, I'd like to speak something from Srimad Bhagavad Vaishnava Dasani, Srimad Sanatana Goswami. Sa indicates Nanda, nor is expansion Drona. When the Lord appears as Shrem Bhagavan with his full form, his associates also appear in their full form. He was born in Mathura district. He was very famous. This was indicated by his prayer. He was known as Nanda. This also indicates his fame in giving joy to all. Mahajasa can modify both Nanda and Jasoda. Then I would like to speak from the verse 51. So, it is stated that Tato Bhaktir Bhagavati Putri Bhute Jana Dane Dampatyo Nitaram Asi Gopa Gopi Sudhar Bharata. That means, therefore, O Maharaj Parikshit, best of the Bharatas, when the Supreme Personality of Godhead became the son of Nanda Maharaj and Jasoda, they maintained a continuous unswerving devotionalism and in love to in parental affection. And in their association, all the other inhabitants of Vrindavan, the Gopas and Gopis, developed the culture of Krishna Bhakti. In the purport, Srila Prabhupada says, although when the Supreme Personality of Godhead stole the butter, yogurt and milk of the neighboring Gopas and Gopis, this teaching superficially seemed troublesome. In fact, it was an exchange of affection in the ecstasy of devotional service. The more the Gopas and Gopis exchanged feelings with the Lord, the more their devotional service increased. Sometimes we may superficially see that a devotee is in difficulty because of being engaged in devotional service, but the fact is different. When a devotee suffers for Krishna, that suffering is transcendental and enjoyment. Unless one becomes a devotee, this cannot be understood. When Krishna exhibited his childhood pastimes, not only did Nanda Maharaj and Jasoda increase their devotional affection, but those in their association also increased in devotional service. In other words, persons who follow the activities of Vrindavan will also develop devotional service in the highest perfection. So, Srila Sanatana Goswami in Bhagavad Vaishnava Darshan says that because of Brahma's words, he who is not a son becomes a son of Nanda and Jasoda directly, not being born from Vasudeva and Devaki. Or he was born along with a female form, Mahamaya, Putri Bhute. If he was not their son, the intense bhakti would not be possible. Another person has Putra Bhute. He had the spiritual form of a son. This indicates their qualification of eternal bhakti. So, the last verse of this chapter is 52. Krishno Brahmana Adesam Satyam Kartum Braje Vihu Sa Rama Vasan Chakre Tesam Pritim So Lilaya. That means the Supreme Personality, Krishna, along with Balaram, lived in Brajabhumi, Vrindavan, just to substantiate the benedictions of Brahma. By exhibiting different pastimes in his childhood, he increased the transcendental pleasure of Nanda and the other inhabitants of Vrindavan. So, Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, in his Bhavattha Deepika, says that in order to fulfill the benedictions of Brahma, may you attain Parama Bhakti. Krishna, along with Balaram, instilled prema in the hearts of Nanda, Yashoda, and all the other Brajavasis through his wonderful pastimes in Brajagopura. So, Sanatana Goswami in Brihad Vaishnava Darshan says, and the order of Nanda was that there should be the highest bhakti. That order should be accomplished. So, with Balaram, Krishna lived in Braja and gave happiness to Yashoda and others by his extraordinary infant pastimes. He spread over all of Braja with his variegated pastimes, or he was capable of doing this. Vibhu, having pastimes along with Balaram's, suggests special sweetness. Though the Lord appears in order to benefit the world and experience special bliss with his devotees, he also did this to make the instructions of Brahma true. This was a particular detail. Or he followed the order of Brahma to avoid being accused of ignoring Vasudeva and Devaki. Otherwise, later, when he manifested his powers, Vasudeva and Devaki would lament that they had been neglected in his infant pastimes. The special mercy of the Lord to Nanda and Vasudha and the cowherd people related to Nanda and Yashoda more than to Vasudeva and Devaki, as is shown. That is proper. Vasudeva and Devaki performed austerities to obtain the Lord as their son. Nanda and Yashoda only prayed for the highest bhakti. The Lord is famous as being affectionate to his devotees, and the benedictions given by his devotees are greater than those given by the Lord himself. That is illustrated in this incident. As you know, it has been said in Bhagavad Gita that Kunteya pratijani name bhakta pranasati. The Lord asks Arjuna to declare that the Lord's devotees are never perished. It may be asked, why the Lord didn't say that my devotee doesn't perish? Because there is some instances where the Lord's words are broken, just like the Lord promised that I will not hold any weapon in Mahabharata war. But Bhishmadev promised that I will impel Lord to hold a weapon. Actually, he did that. He violated his own promise. That's why it is stated here, Kunteya pratijani nami bhakta pranasati. So in this way we saw that in this 8th chapter, 7 pastimes, childhood pastimes of the Lord. Then we'll go to 9th chapter, where more religious pastimes will be told, how the Lord will be bound by love and Yashoda. So thank you very much for listening to this lecture, and please don't forget to subscribe, share and like our channel and get the message of the Lord. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama.